Hello, my name is Clara and I'm a certified German teacher and examiner, and I taught thousands of students the German language. This video is for you if you are a complete beginner and try to get a hang of the German language. This video is a little bit different to the videos I usually make because they are usually in German. However, I totally understand that for complete beginners it might be a little bit overwhelming to hear me speaking German without explaining things in their native language, or at least in English. That's why I decided to make an English video explaining the German language so that you can get a little bit used to how this language sounds and works. Today we are going to talk about how you can introduce yourself and have a quick small talk with somebody. So, let's get started. First, you'll start with a greeting. The most common way to greet somebody in German is to say Hallo. Hallo. We can also say hey or hi, just like in English. These greetings are all informal. However, if you meet a person that is way older than you, or it is someone you address formally, we'd rather say Guten Tag. Guten Tag. Or, depending on the time of the day, we would also say Guten Morgen. Guten Morgen, which means good morning. Or Guten Tag, which would actually literally be translated into good day. And Guten Abend. Guten Abend. Good evening. So let's take a look at all the new greetings we've learned so far. On the informal side, we have Hallo, Hi or Hey. And on the formal side, we have Guten Morgen, Guten Tag, Guten Abend. Pay close attention to the pronunciation. We don't say Guten Tag, so we don't quite pronounce the E between T and N. We just say Guten, Guten, Guten Morgen, Guten Tag, Guten Abend. Now let's continue with introducing ourselves. In English, we'd say my name is. The German equivalent is mein Name ist. Mein Name ist. For example, Hallo, mein Name ist Clara. Or Guten Tag, mein Name ist Clara. Munteanu. When we address somebody formally, we usually also add our last name. So when you start your sentence with Guten Tag, Guten Morgen, Guten Abend, and you speak to a person that you don't quite know as well, or that you are addressing in a formal way, you might also say your last name. So, Guten Tag, mein Name ist Julia Müller, for example. But we also have a few more options to say instead of mein Name ist. Another one would be Ich heiße. Ich heiße Clara. Or simply Ich bin Clara. Ich bin Clara. So here are all the three options, formal and informal. Hallo, hi, hey. Mein Name ist. Ich bin. Ich heiße. Or formal. Guten Morgen, mein Name ist. Guten Tag, mein Name ist. Oder Guten Abend, ich heiße. I left ich bin out because it's usually informal. If you want to ask somebody what his or her name is, you also have a formal and an informal way to phrase the sentence. Informal, wie heißt du? Wie heißt du? Formal, wie heißen Sie? Wie heißen Sie? Du is the personal pronoun you use for a person you know. And Sie is the personal pronoun we use when we are addressing someone in a more formal way. Now let's add your background, like where do you come from and where do you live? So if you want to say, I come from, for example, Brazil, you would have to say in German, Ich komme aus Brasilien. Oder ich komme aus Polen. Ich komme aus Frankreich. Ich komme aus Italien. Normally, countries don't have an article, like Germany, Poland, France, etc. However, in German, we have a few countries where we need to add an article. Those would be, for example, die Türkei, die Ukraine, die Schweiz, die Mongolei, die Slowakei, der Iran, der Jemen, der Irak, die Niederlande, die USA, die Vereinigten Arabischen Emirate. In this case, you'd have to modify the sentence a little bit. Like, ich komme aus der Schweiz, aus der Türkei, aus der Ukraine, aus der Mongolei, and so on. Ich komme aus dem Iran, Irak oder Jemen. Ich komme aus den USA, den Niederlanden, den Vereinigten Arabischen Emiraten. So, if the countries have a masculine article, you need to use dem. Ich komme aus dem. If the countries have the feminine article, you use der. Ich komme aus der. And if the countries have the plural article, you say, ich komme aus den. The informal question for this sentence would be, woher kommst du? Woher kommst du? And the formal one would be, woher kommen Sie? And now we move on to the last sentence. And this one refers to your current residence. So you would start the sentence with your background. For example, ich komme aus der Türkei. And you would like to add, but I live in Berlin right now. Which would be in German, aber ich lebe oder wohne zurzeit in Berlin. Aber ich lebe zurzeit in Berlin. The whole sentence then would be, ich komme aus der Türkei, aber ich lebe zurzeit in Berlin. Zurzeit is a word that's translated to at the moment. So we don't know, maybe next year we'll move to another place. Ich komme aus der Türkei, aber ich lebe zurzeit in Berlin. Instead of leben, we also could use wohnen. Ich komme aus der Türkei und wohne zurzeit in Berlin. The last thing you need to know is how to answer when someone is introducing himself or herself to you. Somebody says, "Hi, my name is Clara," and you would answer in English normally, "Nice to meet you." In German, we have a few more options. I will show you. One that we always use and one that is more formal. The one that we most commonly use is freut mich. Freut mich. A translation would be maybe pleased. Pleased to meet you. Or sehr erfreut. Sehr erfreut. Very pleased to meet you. This one we would rather use in a more formal conversation. We could also say schön dich kennenzulernen. Schön dich kennenzulernen. Or formal schön Sie kennenzulernen. Schön Sie kennenzulernen. And if someone says freut mich to you, so you introduced yourself first and he's answering first, you can answer ebenso, which means likewise. Ebenso. Ebenso. And the extremely formal way to answer would be die Freude ist ganz meinerseits. Die Freude ist ganz meinerseits. Just for those who are curious. But ebenso is completely fine. So let's quickly recap all the sentences before we have a small conversation together. Hallo, ich heiße. Wie heißt du? Ich komme aus, aber ich lebe zurzeit in. Woher kommst du? Freut mich. Ebenso. Sehr erfreut. Die Freude ist ganz meinerseits. By the way, if you want to say which languages you speak, you can say ich spreche Deutsch, ich spreche Englisch, ich spreche Spanisch. So I speak German, I speak English, I speak Spanish. And if you want to add what your mother tongue is, you say meine Muttersprache ist. Meine Muttersprache ist. Just as a quick side note. So, let's have a dialogue together. I ask you a question and you answer. Hallo, ich bin Clara. Wie heißt du? Ich komme aus Rumänien, aber zurzeit lebe ich in Heidelberg. Und woher kommst du? Welche Sprachen sprichst du? Und was ist deine Muttersprache? Das hast du super gemacht. You did a great job. Congratulations! Now you can introduce yourself in German. If you learn German for a while and need some further help in grammar and vocabulary, I have a lot of videos in German on my channel. And I also have an English subtitle, so it's easier for you to understand. So make sure to check them out too. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and also activate the notification bell so you never miss a video. See you next time. Bye!